This is Pete Thomas from Season 2 of NBC's The Biggest Loser, giving you guys an update. Week number 17, Season number 7, the biggest, baddest season ever. This week is the final week on campus. The contestants, they're happy to go home and sad to go home at the same time. And so the contestants have a chance. They go in and they see Allison, who shows them how far they've come. They actually get a chance to look back at where they were on day one. And I remember where I was day one. One of my big shirts is hanging up back there. And this is another one. This was a big, sexy 5X. And as you see, as I lift it up, it just covers everything. Beautiful 5X there, you know. So the transformation for these contestants is amazing. It's astounding. Even the fact that walking was difficult for these contestants just a few weeks ago. So then Bob and Jillian go through and they go about and just show the contestants some of the exercises they used to do and how easy it is for them to do now. Now here's a behind the scenes piece of information. You know, that first day on the ranch, you've got somewhere between 12 and 15 cameras filming everybody from all over the place. Now you've got maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 cameras to do the same amount of work. Because that first day, the producers know they got to get footage of everybody because they have no idea who's going to end up at the very end. And so that's how they're able to get all of that neat footage of everybody. Just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. Tons of equipment and tons of cameras. So after that, the real thing is how and what has happened on the inside. You know, are the contestants transformed on the inside just like they are on the outside? Absolutely, you better believe it. They get a chance to go see Dr. Huizinga, and they've got MRIs and all of these different tests, and we see that the amount of fat that's come off is just amazing. Helen, for instance, lost over 100 pounds of fat, you know, but she hasn't lost 100 pounds of weight because the goal is to put on muscle while you're burning weight. You can do them both at the same time. Muscle is your metabolic engine. It actually increases the number of calories that your body's going to burn as you increase the amount of muscle, but you've got to do it in a way that also burns the fat off. And we can see, for instance, the amazing thing that happens when you lose weight. Ron gets off of 4 different types of diabetes medications and 3 different types of blood pressure medication. You would think that doctors would recommend good, intense exercise more often instead of recommending pills and stuff. I mean, Ron goes through and talks about how he's had his jaw wired shut and been to some of the best weight loss places in America. And what did he have to do? He had to take shots in his stomach and take all of this stuff and sleep with a sleep apnea machine to keep from potentially dying at night. And the solution was kick butt, very intense, very hard exercise and eating right? Wow. You would think that more doctors would kind of figure out what's going on. Nah, that's never going to happen. Anyway, so from there, what do? We go to a challenge, and we have a great challenge there on the campus. Whether you should just say challenge-Tara, because we know what's going to happen. And so they're out in a sand pit, and they have to carry the weight that they've lost over the last 17 weeks over each one of these mounds, each one of these sand mounds. And at the end, they have a symbolic toss, where they toss the weight bag over the edge of the cliff so that it never returns back. Now, we know that that's a separate goal altogether, weight maintenance, but symbolically, we toss the weight bag over the cliff. Neat stuff, neat stuff. We know who's going to win, who always wins. It's Tara. What's that, like week 6 in a row or something? But here's the deal. Here's the prize. $10,000 cash or a 1-pound weight advantage at the weigh-in. And the person that comes in second picks up the scraps of the person that went first. So if you take the 1-pound challenge or the 1-pound advantage, the person that came in second gets to 10 grand. So we'll see how all that plays out at the finale. From there, we go to the last chance workout, and we've got another twist. Bob and Jillian get to be trained by the contestants. And oh my goodness, Felipe, he just loves this, and so he loves the chance to start pounding Bob into the ground. So we see that Bob is on the treadmill at a level of 20. Bob, oh my goodness, he's running really fast and doing pull-ups, and Jillian is pushing and getting pounded. I think Jillian kind of took it easy because she's, it's enough, whatever. Anyway, I just loved it. I love it. This is a hangover from way back yonder in season number 1 when the contestants had a chance to actually train the trainers. Then, of course, the trainers get to turn it back around, but the contestants are used to that last chance workout by now. But then we go to the weigh-in. the most important, well, almost the most important weigh-in of the entire season. And we start off the bat. Ron, our Michigan man, he drops a good number. He's happy. Felipe comes through, drops an excellent number. He's happy. But come to find out, those numbers weren't so good and so excellent because the people that follow, Helen just does dynamite from Michigan. And after her, Mike does dynamite. And then, of course, Tara does dynamite. And so Felipe and Ron fall below the yellow line. And of course, the mastermind, Ron, has the thing all figured out. He tells everybody he's not a threat, which he's not, and so in the end, the biggest threat that's below the yellow line was Felipe. And he gets voted off. Had a chance to talk to him today on the conference call. Check out winningman.com. Check out the blog to see some of the details, especially that last chance workout. There's just some great stuff in there. But next week, what we're going to have is all the contestants are going to come back to the ranch after staying home for 30 days. Check it out. I had a chance to spend some time at Helen's homecoming. She looked amazing. And now, mind you, we've got a 2-hour show next week. You got to fill 2 hours, not just with some simple little weigh-in. There's going to be other additional stuff that they're going to have. And remember I told you that Rodale has a little arrangement there with Biggest Loser, Rodale, they come up with this magazine called Runner's World. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of running going on next week. And remember, there was that whole issue with Dane and the black team and, whether or not he finished a marathon. He ran 26 miles. And anyway, I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of running next week. Check it out. 2 weeks from now, 3-hour live finale. 3-hour live finale. I'm going to try to, I am going to be there. I'm going to be in California. Try to get you guys some great footage. But check us out next week here. This is Pete Thomas for Grand Rapids Press, the Going Gonzo blog at mlive.com. And again, check out the blog over at winningman.com. Have an awesome week. And remember, there's a winner within you. God bless.